Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Fantasize. Its 5-year mission to finish a 3-hour tour.
A 3-hour tour.
To seek out new lies, to explore fake worlds, to boldly show what all men have known before. Hello once again, and welcome back to another Haphazard Universe production with your curiously considerate host, Lance Reynard. And I would like to mention that these productions are totally haphazard off the top of my head and spur of the moment. At any rate, thank you for all of your comments and subscriptions. The new subscriber that I received incurred this particular video. And within this video, I would like to talk about illusions. The illusions that are projected and presented and easy to believe. I love my illusions, and I love the illusions I was raised with. I love the whole, other planets and places to go illusions. And, I'm not saying that doesn't totally exist, but if you can't get somewhere, it's still an illusion. If I were to show you a video of myself on an island, just with sand and water, and I said, here I am in Brazil. Why wouldn't you just, of course you would say, well, why would he lie about just being in Brazil? But it's only by the evidence that you've been presented and the information that you're looking at and being given, of course, that, you consider, well, okay, he's in Brazil. I was told he is. I can see he's there. And this has us in assimilation to also the moon landing. And so whatever illusions we are created, or I should say whatever illusions we are presented with, in my humble opinion, there are only a small percentage of us that question those illusions. Other people marvel in their wonder. And it was like myself when I was a child. I would marvel in the wonder of space and marvel in this wonder and that wonder, presented and created illusions by Disney. And Mickey Mouse, I always wanted to be like Mickey Mouse and get the broom dancing around the room. So, not so I could be lazy, but so I could present my control over the universe. And this is the way a lot of us, anybody who's interested in, going further than they are at this present point in time. And so thus my past presentation. So as I mentioned, part of this essay will be on illusions. It's always on symbols, whether or not I actually speak of them. And so the astute will see where they have been presented as informative property. And so there we have the crux of today's video. And thank you once again for joining. On with the show. I wanted to mention that I had an additional window in the production that you're about to see, and you'll see a little edge. I hope it isn't too disconcerting. I thank you for understanding that detail. Let's look into some of these hologram or holographic details. And so, in our investigation of holographic display, I went to, of course, Google, famous Google. Mall projected illusion is what I put in. Now I have these holograph display fans. And so in my investigation of the holographic display fan, we have light being emitted, projected upwards, and the fan, of course, spins and cools off the room. And just looking at the information on the holographic 3D hologram advertising display projector fan, LED holographic imaging, 3D naked eye. My God, man, put some clothes on that eye. Naked. What kind of channel is this? So apparently it says fan, so it spins around, cools down the room, and shows a display of stuff. I suppose my main projection in this episode is that the what can be set out for us to view, like this massive butterfly, for instance, right here, China-made holographic projection device to be showcased in the Flowers in May Gala. However, the point I hope you can see is fairly clear in that if holograms can be projected out for us to see, if we saw a huge hologram of, say a spaceship or a 500-foot hummingbird up projected on the clouds or whatever might be above, would we believe what we see? Would we think there was a massive hamburger over the city of Minneapolis? There's a massive hamburger. This just out. Beep, 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 beep. Special news bulletin. Massive hamburger lurks over the city of Minneapolis. Would we believe it? You know it, man. 85 to 90% of the people that looked up at that massive spaceship or hamburger would absolutely believe they're seeing a spaceship or a hamburger floating over the city of whatever. So that's a part of the issue and point in the waking of the process of our universe, is to realize these things can be projected. When you see the projection, which apparently is coming to a theater near you, coming to a sky near you, or a cloud near you. Yeah. Just to be aware of the fact that it may be a projection. It may not be something that is absolutely concrete that you're looking at, but a fake creation, not unlike this. Right, and so to be able to understand that, or at least consider it to be a possibility and not fall for the illusions that you see immediately, but to stop and think about this video and go, wait a second, Lance could have been right. That could have been the one time the man was right. All right, so let's see what else we're going to get into here. And of course, where would we be if we didn't just grab a folder, open it up, and ruin our day? So let's see here. We're going into the working folder, which is working. It constantly shifts, and the illusions within the working folder. And then let's go ahead and select all of those and open them. Take a quick look at some of the wonderful art that mankind has created to baffle and confuse and amaze and astound and generate inspiration and creativity in our strange little universe. And let's just take a quick look at some of these illusions. Here we have the illusion of a girl stepping upon a ladder, and I have created the illusion of garbage trucks outside my window. It's merely an illusion, folks. Don't let it rattle ya. All right, let's go through a few more of these fantastic illusions. All right, you kids. Better be careful. Oh, it's a long way down. Woo! He's like, oh, man. Like the way he's standing there, like he's got you got nothing to grab onto, kiddo. You're falling to your doom. But she's having a good time doing it. Oh man, she's got some training. Look at that stance. Hell yeah. She's had a couple of classes, Taekwondo. Let's see where it could have been. Oh no, this guy's going whack. Oh, they're both jumping. Let's take a look at the jump and whack jobs. Woohoo! No, he's having a good time. There's excited happiness. They're really putting it out. Way to go, guys. Way to go. And, of course, the mermaid looks a little overly... Wow, nice stuff. Just beautiful. And for me to give credits and kudos, this is in Denmark, by the way, this particular H.C. Andersen Festival, taken in 2014 with a couple of jovial dudes having a good time. So let's hit the next illusion, created upon a sidewalk in Kuwait. And welcome to the Mall of Kuwait. 3rd Street art, actually. And you notice the sublimation of numbers. There's a 5 up here. Very, very unique. And the digitized 1 and zeros because of the 1 million customers, obviously. So let's continue forth in the strange and obscure illusions created upon, well, different areas, sidewalks and malls. This is in Singapore. And, yeah, they're not getting that car out of there. That's stuck. Nope. I don't know. Yeah, I have to build a bridge. Nice work, though. Nice, nice art. What did I say? That's in Singapore on 3rd Street. So come on down to Singapore and have a, what is this, Sleep Academy visit with the Rosicrucians. What the heck? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little distracted over here. What's with this? Red Cross, the Sleep Academy? Oh, this is classic for, all of us sleepers. All of us folks who like to stay sleeping under the Rosicrucians' red stuff. Man, you can't make this stuff up, but you can make this up, and billions will believe you. Okay, let's take it. Now, that would be cool. If I go back to this planet thing here, that would be cool if you looked up and you saw that. Plus, we'd had our other sun over here. That would really make a point, I think. It would be a cool point, and that would be amazing to look at. Not unlike this. You take some chalk and create something so unique and cool. I don't have the specific location of this. I believe it's somewhere in Taiwan area, but I can't be certain. Now, this is China, as I see at the bottom of the clip. There's the Chinese letters. And these people are taking a big risk, I'm telling you. You don't need to put your neck out like that. She's a floater. Oh, we got a floater. Whoop, I didn't mean to. No offense. These people are so sensitive. So, right, this isn't Caddyshack, but nice work. And I did not specify on a few of these. I just basically downloaded them to, get to the point. This is cool. This is a lot of fun. And it creates an excellent illusion. In my humble opinion, nice stuff. And probably chalk on a sidewalk. Probably. And let's go to the next one. This is a projected illusion. And, amongst a crowd of people done in smoke. So that is very convincing. You see that coming through the woods at you on a misty night, you're going to believe it exists. You're not going to stand there and go, I think it's an illusion. Nah, you're going to take off bolting the other way. And here's another one projected over a crowd just to present the fact, or I should say fact, that you can observe observable fact. And see, these people have their phones out, taping this thing. And this is in London, Steelyard in London. Anthony Mooney must be a concert. However, my point, I think, is well made in this production so far, in that the illusions that we see, we will and can very often immediately believe. Because of the setting of this, logically thinking that this could not have been placed, in front of this building because of our experience in looking at buildings and what's in front of them. And this is what I call our evidentiary knowledge. We, by our own evidence in our own lives, not because of what people told us. Right. So I didn't mark down where this is, but these are a lot of fun to look at. You get a better view if you just stand up, but that's a nice illusion. So this was probably in a German town, possibly Amsterdam. And this is cool. Now, this is a projected illusion in a Dubai mall. It's a hologram. Once again, who wouldn't believe from a distance? I mean, if you saw a polar bear like strutting down the hallway of the mall, would you go running up to, hey, polar bear, whoopoo? Or would you doubt that there's a polar bear even though you see one? So this is the issue of this is, will we believe everything we see and are told? You know, yeah, many people could be told that this is the actual ghost of this creature, and if they didn't know about holograms, why wouldn't they believe that? Of course they would. I would, is what I'm saying. I mean, if I didn't know about holograms and somebody showed me something I could see with my eyes, wouldn't I believe it? Of course. That's what we would do, is believe the illusions we are presented with. And I'm not trying to baffle as much as keep you keen, keep you on your toes. You know, watch your six. And if you see some extremely strange anomalies, give it a question. Don't just automatically consider or believe that that's what it was. I mean, especially if somebody else explains it to you. You know, I've had things, the way the first time the creator spoke with me was by making something disappear that I had in my hands that I valued very much, and straight up disappeared when I was 10 years old. But it is the what we consider realities that we guide our decisions by. And our presented realities are determined by what's happened to us each individually. Nobody else saw things disappear out of my hand, and it annoyed me. But it did give me the realization that that can happen. This is a marketing campaign, 3D art. And sure looks like dumping the smokes is part of it, going down the drain with the cigs and having fun with it. I love those boots, man. Whew. Those are cool. But no, I can't do it. I like cool boots for guys too. But I do not have a fetish, in my opinion. Maybe I don't. This lady isn't even watching where she's going. Lady, over here is a big crack. This guy hanging out. Crackhead. Right. Once again, what do we believe? By what we see? By what we see? What people tell us? That's a real shark, see? And it's jumping out of the water. It's going to get you. If you don't buy this product. www.streetsunited.com. Well, that is curious. And of course, nobody would believe there's a shark jumping up. Well, maybe it's possible. You know, a lot of this is easy to believe at first sight. It's like, there's got to be a pool there, yes? Or no? Or what do you think? Is it only part of it? Or is it all? Is it all fake? I love this stuff. Yeah. I'll take a little more time to go through this. I will not babble as incessantly. This is Twin Peaks Red Room and anamorphic 3D art. That's what it's claimed to be. Welcome to Twin Peaks. Brought to you by Twin Peaks. Sponsored by 20 Mule Team Borax. Some of these are quite intense. And they actually, I believe they changed these. I don't know if this is a projection. I'm going to go ahead and show each the ones that I have. There are quite a number I did not download. And this is a sidewalk chalk art. Very cute. Go Team 30. Must be 30 of them. So anyway, they're getting ready to take off. Looking good. Looking good, man. Parasailers in the background. The Valimar. Hotels and resorts. Hey, there's a miniature of the couple up here. Who knew? Now we know. Sublimation. Woo! And if they went all the way down that slide, man, that is a long slide. Fictitious. So stop on down to the Vellamar Isabella Island Resort. Brought to you by Ajax. Well, that's as much fun as I created in this particular art survey. And the issues and questions that are brought up in this piece are valid, in my humble opinion. Of course, as usual, little did I realize that when I began this particular recording, I would run into so many unbelievably fantastic creations. And so I am going to be, basically to get to this page, I'm just going to, whoops, that's a video. Let's take a look at the video, though. The different perspective up here. I can, yeah, there. And now from the face, and then the perspective alteration. Fascinating Captain. And also the making and creation, the prior sketching out of, and prior to painting everything in. It's fantastic, and I'm going to download a bunch of these, show them to you in the course of the end of this video, and have you consider the fact that we can be fooled, and we can look at something and believe it. It's easy. I know I can, and I will admit my personal fallibility. But once again, staying on your toes, keeping sharp, is the point and issue of, the illusions that we see. In the next video, I will cover more of the curious anomalies that will help us to be able to see a little clearer. I don't want to get too deeply into symbols descriptions necessarily, but there is a lot that we can be helped by in just having general knowledge of things. So, I hope you have found this particular issue curious, interesting, and inspiring. You might want to just go ahead and make one of these things. Grab some chalk, head out, sketch it out on the board. Alright, so thanks for joining and watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And it will give me inspiration to continue forth, carry on, and do the YouTube thing. And by all relative respects, I should have a video for each subscriber. And so I've only got, 70 videos, maybe? 69. And, right, so that means I've got another 300 and some to do before I catch up with all you good folks that have determined you might want to check out my stuff. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Share this beautiful art. And we'll talk to you soon. Adios, amigos.